Okay, this one I'm going to walk you through. I'm not going to do so much writing, but it's important you recognize this over here. And the reason being is we're really trying to raise those terms to the sixth power to get rid of the radicals. So what I'm going to do is identify what the A is in the problem and what the B is in the problem. What I mean by that is the uppercase A. So the uppercase A in this problem is going to be the cube root of A, and the uppercase B in this problem is going to be the sixth root of B. All right? And to clear those things out, I got to multiply the bottom by its conjugate. All right? So I realize I wrote it a little bit funny over here, but that's besides the point. We'll get to that later. You know, maybe I should write that down now because it does look a little bit funny to me. What's this one over here going to be? Let's see. I guess they want to get into like the sixth power, the 1/6 power though. So this would be the sixth root of A squared. All right? And so I'm going to say this over here. I realize they're writing in a funny way. It's going to be A squared to the 1/6. And this is simply just going to be B to the 1/6. That might make it easier to write it down, by the way. So let's see what they got over here. So again, I'm just one thing at a time. I see that, and I see this. All right? Now, the problem comes is now, what are you going to write down now? Well, let me just show you what I'm doing. I'll erase this over here. I'm going to highlight something again for you. This is our A. This is our B. All right? So the first thing I want to do is just this big A to the fifth power. What's that going to be? Well, I'm surprised I reduced these. It's going to be 5, 6, 5/3. I guess I did a reduction. Okay, next up. It's going to be this one. A to the fourth power. Well, what's that going to be? Well, that would be 4, 6, 2/3, 4/3. I see it. By the way, we're multiplying top and the bottom by the same thing. And then you're going to do the B. What's the B? The B is 1/6. B to the 1/6. That's done. Let's go to the next term. We're moving along. A cubed. Well, what's that going to be? If I cube the A, I'm talking about the big A, you get 3/6, which is 1/2. 1/2 times 2 is 1. So you're just going to get A. And the B is going to be squared. And that would be 2/6, which is 1/3. I see that. All right, let's keep going. Let's put the next one down. It's this one over here. A squared. What's A squared? Well, let's see. 2/6, which is 1/3, 2/3. I'm just using rules of exponents. Now I'm going to do the B cubed. What would you get? 3/6, which is 1/2. So B to the 1/2. Let's keep moving along. We're on to this one now. What's A? Well, again, they're reducing it. 2 times 1/6 is 1/3. And then you're going to get, let's see, B to the fourth power. Well, that's 4, 6, which is 2/3. Okay? Last but not least, we do the last guy, which is B to the fifth power. And what's B to the fifth power? Oh, geez. That's going to be 5, 6, right? B to the 5, 6. So I'm going to say that's not bad to write that down. That's going to clear the denominator of its irrationality, and it's going to write down something pretty nice over there. And what does it write down? Well, let's look at it. It's going to be the sixth power of A and the sixth power of B as a subtraction problem. Well, the sixth power of A is just simply A squared. And the sixth power of the big B is just going to be the little b. All right? I apologize for saying A when I should say big A or uppercase A. So the bottom's done, and the top I just simply recopy. That's all I did. I recopied this thing over here. That's all I've done. All right? And then what I do, I went back to radical notation, and I want to go through that with you. All right? Because I know that people are very confused by what I'm writing down over here. And I want to point out that 5/3, let me put this on the side, by the way, is actually 1 2/3. So I'd have one factor of A, and then I'd have A 2/3, which means the cube root of A squared. That's where this is coming from over here. All right, A cube root of A squared. All right, let me go to the next one. I'm going to erase this over here. And I'm going to erase this whole thing over here too. I'll just go through which one I just did. This was that. We did that. Now what I'm going to do the next one, I'm going to do this one over here. I want to get back to radical notation. So I hope you realize that a to the 4/3 is still going to be a and then a to the 1/3. I'll write this over here. So it's going to be a and then it's going to be a to the 1/3. And then what do you get? You get b to the 1/6. Well, I'd like to get the same, base, I should say same index, and that would be a 6. So it would be a 6th root of a squared, because that would give me the 1/3 power then, and then b. Let's see if we have that. And that would be a. I see that. I see the 6th root a squared b. This is good. My eraser out. I'm going to go to the next term. What's the next term going to be? Well, that's easy. That's just going to be a cube root of b. All right? I want to do this term now. What's that going to be? Well, I gave it a common denominator again between those powers, and that would be 6. So it's going to be a, to the 4/6. That's 2/3, right? And then b to the 3/6. So what is it going to be? It's going to be the 6th root of a to the 4 b cubed. I see it. Let's do this one. Well, a little bit easier. It's going to be a cube root of ab squared. I see that. Pretty easy. And this one also fairly easy. 6th root of b to the 5. All right? And that's it. End of story. Thank you.